She was the joke everyone laughed at, until one single moment made them wish they never had. Every morning, before the sun rose, Emma quietly unlocked the doors of Westbrook High School. While students dreamed of becoming doctors, lawyers, and CEOs, Emma walked the empty hallways with nothing but a mop, a bucket, and a tired smile. To everyone else, she was just the cleaning lady. Students laughed whenever she walked by. Teachers barely noticed her. Some even dropped trash on the floor after she had just cleaned it. "Don't worry," one student laughed. "That's what she's paid for." The hallway erupted with laughter. Emma heard every word, but she never answered. She simply smiled and kept cleaning. Because she had learned something years ago. Sometimes, silence is stronger than revenge. No one knew Emma's story. 5 years earlier, she had been one of the brightest engineering students in the country. She dreamed of designing bridges that would connect cities. But after her father suffered a devastating stroke, everything changed. Her mother couldn't work. Her younger brother was still in school. Emma left university without telling anyone. She took every job she could find just to keep her family alive. Cleaning schools during the day, working nights at a grocery store, sleeping only 4 hours a day. Yet she never complained. She believed hard work always mattered, even when nobody noticed. One rainy Monday morning, everything changed. Students were rushing through the hallways when a loud electrical explosion echoed through the science building. Smoke filled the corridors. Panic spread instantly. Teachers screamed for everyone to evacuate. Students ran toward the exits. But amid the chaos, Emma heard something everyone else missed. A little girl was crying. She was trapped inside the science lab. The ceiling had collapsed. The door was blocked. Everyone froze. "It's too dangerous," someone shouted. "The firefighters are coming." But Emma didn't wait. Without thinking twice, she wrapped a wet jacket around her face and ran straight into the burning building. Seconds felt like hours. Outside, hundreds of students watched helplessly. Some whispered, "She's not coming back." Then, the impossible happened. Emma emerged through the smoke, holding the terrified little girl tightly in her arms. The crowd fell completely silent. She had burns on her hands. Her clothes were covered in ash, but the little girl was safe. The firefighters arrived moments later. One paramedic looked at Emma in disbelief. "You saved her life." News cameras quickly filled the school. The story spread across the country overnight. The woman everyone ignored had become a national hero. The students who once laughed at her couldn't even look her in the eyes. One by one, they came to apologize. "I'm sorry. We were cruel. We judged you without knowing anything about you." Emma smiled gently. "I forgave you a long time ago." A week later, the school held a special assembly. The principal stepped onto the stage. He revealed something that shocked everyone. Emma wasn't just a cleaner. She had once ranked among the top engineering students in the nation. She had sacrificed her own future to save her family. Every person in the auditorium stood up. The applause lasted for several minutes. Many students cried. One local businessman watching the ceremony offered Emma a full scholarship to finish her engineering degree. Others donated enough money to support her family. Months later, Emma graduated with honours. Years after that, she became the lead engineer for the construction of a new bridge connecting two cities. At the grand opening, hundreds of people gathered to celebrate. Standing in front of the bridge, Emma looked at the crowd. Some of the same students who once laughed at her were there. This time, they weren't laughing, they were applauding, because they had finally learned something they would never forget. Never judge someone's worth by the job they do, because the quietest person in the room may one day become the hero everyone remembers. If this story touched your heart, remember, kindness costs nothing, but judging someone can cost you your dignity forever.